first turn. I think it's the long X-ray glasses now. I'm getting too old for this job. Somebody told me that years ago. Looks like Chris still on the front line. Oh, a big tangle up there. Somebody's gone down. Chris still manages to stay upright. Jim Brickley, James Anderson, Russell Little, Gary Cook. And 198. Still have a look at the back of the machine. The rider's still down on the floor. Red flags are up. The red flags are up. Under starter's orders then, and away we go. Another clean break as they hurtle down the first turn. Looks like Jamie Pantry that's hit the front. Around the first turn they come. Jamie Pantry now in second place. Then 10 is Greg, then Chris Hill. All to fight for. Russell Little drops back to fourth place. Jamie Pantry leads, Tim Gregg in second. Then we have Chris Still and Russell Little. And up the straight they come then. Pantry holding on to a good lead. Tim Gregg is lining up there, trying to go around the outside. Comes back on the tighter inside line. He's gained a few yards, but it's not enough to worry Jamie Pantry. Jamie Pantry on the front line and going for it. Tim Gregg moves up on the inside. Side by side as they go past here. Yellow flag, red flag. We have a red flag out. Man down at the top of the track there. Blue. 87, John Chapman taking a bit of a tumble up the top there. The race being stopped. It's race 4, and Mitch Cotton gets the whole shot. Mitch Cotton is going down to the first turn first. Look at the Goodwin boys coming through on the inside. What are they? They're lining up to, but Mitch Cotton keeps the motor on and drives out of the turn. He's leading this one. And Scott Goodwin in second place. Back on the gear. Flat out stuff here as Mitch Cotton pulls away a little, makes a few yards up, and Scott Goodwin flies in the corner and then a little bit faster. He's trying to come around the outside this time. There's number 9, Mitch Cotton. From Josh and Scott Goodwin. Simon Beard and Anthony Goodwin. Hot stuff on the front line as those three outfits are getting closer together. The last lap flag is coming out. Mitch Cotton and Paul Smith leading. Scott winning second shot. They got around the outside. Their one wheels in front. Can Mitch power up? Powers back up, right up the inside, gets back in the lead. We've got one turn to go. Second flag is being made ready. The sidecars are bunching up on this last turn. What's going to happen here? Mitch Cotton holds a brilliant line around that corner. And Mitch Cotton wins it. Simon comes second. Goodwin goes third. Followed by Natasha Bartlett. And Dave Carville. James Hogg. I think it was Anthony Martin. No 152, Aaron Vale and Stephen Vale. Number 3, Josh Goodwin and Scott Goodwin. That's the lineup for race 16. Here they go. Very close there with Scott Goodwin. Scott Goodwin holds the throttle on that little bit longer and just goes into the lead. He powers out of that turn and leads the race from Mitch Cotton in second place. Then number 4, Simon Beard. Mitch Cotton going down to third place. Allowing Simon Beard to get in front. All hot stuff here at Frittenden. Number 3. Simon Beard. And Anthony Goodwin. And Mitch Cotton. And Paul Smith. And 68 down to Barry. tries to come on terms to get that second place. Through we go. Nice. Made his way back up to second. Oh, and Simon Beard says I'm having it back, and he scorches through on the inside. It's all happening here at Frittenden. The checkered flag's out. This is it, the big one. Good lineup here at Frittenden. And away they go. Turning down the first straight. And Mark Giles looks like he's in the front. He's got the whole shot, but somebody else is coming around the outside line. Paul Hurry coming through on the inside. Paul Hurry's up to second. Mark Giles leads it. Dave Mears snatches it. Dave Mears takes that one. Nice storm on that turn. Dave Mears. Mark Giles is second. Paul Hurry is third. Steve Barton is fourth. Wants to be fought for here. Dave Mears holding on to a slender advantage. Mark Giles in second. Paul Hurry coming around the outside, moving up into that second place. Mark Giles fights back. It's all happening here. And powering on down that straight. Mark Giles comes back past Paul Hurry to take that second place back. Paul Hurry fights away again in third. Tight stuff on that corner. Paul Hurry comes through into second. One lap to go. From Paul Hurry, from Mark Giles. Hurry makes up a few yards this time. Can he do it on the last thing? It's the final count, but he's putting up a good show here in this heat. That is Dave Mears and Mark Giles there, haven't they? Right ding-dong battle. There's the checkered flag. Mark Giles, Dave Mears takes it. Paul Hurry is second, and Mark Giles is right there in third place. Followed over by 45, and Grasstrack had some match problems there for Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'll come back to that later when I make my mind up. It's number 7, Erwin and Alex Bowman that lead this one from 96. Harry Potter and William Nard. Yeah, Mike Downs and James Wells it was with the out in front and going for gold and looking immaculate with it is number 7, Owen Bowman. And Alex Bowman, his son, that is 96. Harry Potter and William Nard. And then Mike Downs and James Wells. Bringing up the rear, 68, Danbury. There we have the last flag for Erwin and Alex Bowman. Oh, it's getting close here between these two as Gary Potter just holding a slender advantage. From Mike Downs. Mike Downs trying hard on the outside. It's a good race here for second and third place, you know. Into the last turn for the last time then, and I think it's safe to say that Erwin and Alex Bowman take the win, and look at the fight for the finish here. It just goes to Gary Potter from Mike Downs and James Wells, with a little gap back to Dan Barrick and Mark Hopkins. We move to the 500cc solos. Hopefully we'll see Charlie Powell this time. I didn't see him earlier. Adam Fillmore was out. David Spate was missing last time. Lee Barnes is going well. Martin Sturgeon going extremely well. Gareth Hickman going very well. Graham Brown going very well. And Steve Boxall making up the numbers. Here we go. And I mean only making up the numbers in numbers, not in talent. On the inside is Stevie Boxall with 2 riders in front of him. And he moves up in there and takes the lead. Second place. Martin Sturgeon in third. Martin Sturgeon finding a lot of grip on the inside. But not enough to get the wheels momentum into a higher position. We do have Stevie Boxall leading this one from Graham Brown. Oh, somebody's come flying past. Graham Brown takes a momentarily lead over Stevie Boxall, but Stevie Boxall got a good line out of that turn whilst Graham Brown was going wide. Round they come again then. We've got Stevie Boxall with the lead again now. Leading from Graham Brown. On the last lap flag they are. Stevie Graham Brown again takes the lead. Can he hold on to it? Stevie Vauxhall fights back and they're really neck and neck into this last turn. Can Graham Brown hold a tight line? If he does, he'll get it. If he goes wide, I'm sure Stevie Vauxhall will fight through. And here they come to the line. It's very close. We're up to starters' orders then. And away we go. The 250cc solos hurtling down that straight. Jamie Pantry again gets the best of the start. Tim Gregg is right there once again in second place. And Chris Still is in third. Russell Little in fourth. It's all happening here again at Frittenden 21 then. Jamie Pantry. Chris Still now moving up to second. Greg's off to third. Russell Little in fourth. Gary Cook in fifth. Jamie Pantry holding on to an advantage over Chris Still. Over Tim Gregg. Over Russell Little. Those four quite close together now, you know. Anything could happen. Still in second. Tim Gregg still in third. Russell Little in fourth. Russell Little going up to third place. Tim Gregg closes to him. Tim Gregg fights back. Jamie Pantry got it all his own way on the front line. There's the last lap flag for Jamie Pantry. 1 lap to go. Third, Tim Gregg in fourth. Gregg trying to come through on the inside. He moves back up into third place. Now ahead of Chris Still. Russell Little in second. Jamie Pantry still holding a centre advantage. The checkered flag is being made ready. They come around the last turn. It's all tight stuff here, but Jamie Pantry takes the win. Russell Little just in second. Tim Gregg in third. Chris Still in fourth. And Kevin Law, Gary Cook. Under starters orders and away. A quick start there. Down to the first turn first. They've got the whole shot. They're scorching away from the rest of the field. Pulling away even more up that back straight. Second place. Kieran Ivey as passenger. He's got a little bit wide there and has allowed the other man to come through on the inside. I think was Sana Beatty and Karen Bemerson. Here we go. We are underway. 500cc solos and James Shanes gets the whole shot. James Shanes is away. Ben Minichap in second place, Graham Brown in third. Steve Vauxhall goes up into second place. Graham Brown drops down to third. Steve Vauxhall in fourth. Everybody nice to spread apart now. But James Shane's looking every inch the master of this circuit on the 500cc solo. So James Shane, Ben Minichap, Graham Brown, Stevie Vauxhall and Martin Sturgeon. The last lap flag is out. 93, James Shane. The yellow flags are out, waving about like a loony, so we got the man down. But James Shane's dropped up the top there. He's back up and running. Around they come then. Got red flags being waved about now. Again, the race being stopped in the interest of safety. Riders on the line then for the 250cc solos, fourth leg. They're under starters' orders, and away. Who's it going to be? Jamie Pantry scorches down from the inside. Tim Gregg's there with him. Tim Gregg showing the front wheel. Jamie Pantry holding a tight line. Chris still trying to go around the outside. The three of them are locked in battle. Tim Gregg seems to have got the better of it, but Jamie Pantry's on there. Imports inside. Jamie Pantry then. Winding up the motor. Tim Gregg goes for gold on the inside there. Pushing Jamie Pantry all the way. And it's Chris still in third. I remember correctly, and a win each. So this would be the decider. And Jamie Pantry is holding on to it. Tim Gregg is on to it. And it's Russell Little. And Richard Wood. Jamie Pantry cracks the throttle on and Tim Gregg goes to the inside again. There's half lap time. It's the last lap. Hang on for one more lap. Can Tim Gregg take it? It's tight stuff. Third place. Tim Gregg coming up on the inside now, Jamie Pantry. He shows the front wheel. He goes through. Tim Gregg leads into the last turn. Has Jamie Pantry any answer to this? Jamie Pantry cracks the throttle on, finds a nasty bump, and I think he's handed it over to number 10. Tim Gregg takes the win. Jamie Pantry, second place. Then 82, Chris Still. Then Russell Little. Kevin Ball. Overall, 250, 21, 10, 82, 91, 198, 6, 86, and 4. We now go to the upright solos. They're on the line, they're under starters' orders, and away. Another good clean break. Nathan Morton looks like he's getting going. Bob Dolman goes with it. Bob Dolman puts his nose in front on the first turn, pulls himself a few yards clear. He's hit a bump, he's gone very wide. He's going to open up the door for those to come through on the inside. Are they going to get there? Bob Dolman still holds on to the body. Number 24. Up in the second place. 24, Nathan Morton goes through on the inside and he takes that second place. Stevie Green goes down to third, but it is Bob Dolman all the way on the front line. 16, Bob Dolman. Motoring on from 66 to 124. Nathan Morton, 174, well, let's go to the turn on. Dolman showing a clean pair of heels. Stevie Green trying all sorts of tactics to come on the song, but no, he's not losing the ground. So it's hard work there for Stevie Green. Bob Dolman seems to have the match. Bob Dolman goes for it. Stevie Green second place. Taking more a bit of ground. Stevie Green seems to have gained a bit of ground. They come around this turn, the checkered flag is out this time, and Bob Dolman's gone wide. Left it open for Stevie Green to come through. It's close to the finish, but it's Bob Dolman. From Stevie Green, from number 24, Nathan Morton. Riders on the line then, starters is get ready. They're under starters' orders, and they're away. Perfect down the first straight, Dave Mears gets the whole shot. Dave Mears is going to get down there first. Paul Hurry powering around the outside, trying to come up along terms with Dave Mears, but Mark Giles sneaks through on the inside. Hurry goes to the third. 17 Carrington. Dave Mears leading this one then, on Paul Hurry. Oh, look at Mark Giles coming up alongside Paul Hurry. All tight stuff on the front line, you know. Mark Giles loses a bit of ground, but 19 Dave Mears is still going for it. Followed by Mark Giles. On the front line though, it's still Dave Mears as they come around this corner. They will then see the last lap flag. Dave Mears goes wide, Paul Hurry pulls up on the inside, Paul Hurry takes it, Paul Hurry gets it in front, Dave Mears fights back, it's tight stuff, but Paul Hurry now stretches a few yards and he goes out in front well clear. Paul Hurry. Dave Mears second. And Mark Charles is third. Dave Pearson's going to have a mark go round in the last corner. He comes around on the outside. Paul Hurry squirts the throttle hard. There's the checkered flag. It's Paul Hurry that takes the win. Mark Charles is second. Dave Pearson is third. Then Bob Dolman. Then Gareth Hickmott. Followed by 17, Gareth Hickmott. 15, Martin Sturgeon. 69, Steve Boxall. 93, James Shanes. 41, whose name's escaped me, and 46. They was doing the same. Stuart Mears, and 46 is John Yeldon, the additional rider, of course. T24 in there, he's a reserve. On the line, understands orders and away. The 500 in the final goes down to the first turn. And it looks like James Shanes is leading it. Graham Brown is coming in very hard in second place. James Shanes cracks the power on and gets going. He says, let's get out of here. And he pulls away from the rest of the field. Graham Brown is third. Martin Sturgeon is fourth. Gareth Hickmott is fifth. Hot stuff. Round they come then. 93, James Shanes. Flat out and going for it. Well clear effectively in second place. Then number 3, Graham Brown. Martin Sturgeon. We have yellow flag. James Shanes has dropped it. James Shanes has dropped it on that top turn. Pulled the machine off the circuit. Doesn't look like he's going anymore today. Round they come then. Ben Billy Chap leading it. Graham Brown in second place. One more lap to go. Can Graham Brown come past Ben Billy Chap? He's breathing down his exhaust line. Race and he's chasing hard at the moment. Ben Billy Chap leading Graham Brown in second. Then Martin Sturgeon in third. Then Steve Boxall. Around they come then, the checkered flag is out, it's going to be tight stuff, but it's Ben Billy Chap that takes it from Graham Brown in second, Martin Sturgeon, Steve Boxall, Stuart Pearson, Gareth Hickmott, and John Yeldon.